Hey Capricorn, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name is Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be our daily reading for Sunday, February 21st. Let's see what's going on with Capricorn. At the heart of your reading, we have the World. Major endings leading to major new beginnings. I think for a lot of you, this involves moving to a new country or moving a far distance, traveling a far distance. The challenge is the Hermit in reverse, which I'm getting as the implications of the pandemic. Like restrictions and lockdowns making it challenging to accomplish things like a move or travel. There aren't as many options to do so. There are more restrictions, especially if you're moving to a new country. What are you allowed to bring into the country with you? What sort of quarantine do you have to go through? Is there more paperwork, more hoops to jump through in order to get approved to move into the country? Now, I want to back up because I know not all of you are moving into a new country. That's just the strongest vibe that I'm getting off of this. The World, in a broad sense, gives us it's time to wrap things up because I'm starting a new chapter in life. That can mean retiring and going into your post-retirement life. It can mean getting married and entering married life for the first time. It can mean moving out of your parents' house for the first time and starting your adult life on your own. Each one of those things could include moving. So I guess that does make sense in more ways than I first thought. Your focus, we have the Six of Cups reversed and the Seven of Cups. Okay. Now, you had a picture-perfect idea of what would be happening next. You didn't quite fill in all the details with realism. You were painting that picture with your idyllic brush. Like, in the fairy tale version of my future, it's going to have this and that and this and that. Now that you're at the precipice of actually beginning the new life, it's like, oh, there are like real life implications, things that aren't just fun and fluff and enjoyment and pleasure. There's like, I'm not even getting that there's negatives per se. It's just like, there are delays with paperwork. There are dealing with like cancellations and finding a new avenue to do things. There's like just life happening, which is causing you to you're looking at this new life through a more realistic lens now, and it's like, oh man, this is a little overwhelming at the moment. It wasn't quite the way I fantasized it would be. But that's okay. Show me the recent past. What led up to this for Capricorn? Eight of Swords reversed, Magician. You manifested releasing mental blocks. Interesting. That tells me you'd been, okay, I'll try to describe this. You'd been telling yourself or restraining yourself from going after this idyllic version of your future. It might not have been that. You had some repeating thoughts about it that were against this dream. Whatever this Six of Cups reverse represents, which is the fantasy land that you envisioned for yourself. The Eight of Swords represents the thoughts that kept popping up for you, that were holding you back from either believing that it was possible or allowing yourself to believe that it was a good idea to go for it. You've manifested a change of your own mind. Like, I don't want to hold myself back from this. I don't want to get in my own way. I don't want to talk myself out of it. And that desire of your heart to stop talking yourself out of it looks like it's succeeding. It looks like you're working on it at the moment. You're in the process of working out how to go after this new life. The energy of the environment, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. That would make sense. Let me think in the other context that I mentioned. Yeah. Okay, so it means removing yourself from a situation that you had been emotionally committed to, where you were getting emotional support from the environment. So that would be relevant for a divorce, for a retirement, for a moving out from your parents' house, and for a long-term move not connected to any of those things. Because, like, what you get your emotional connection from could be just the environment that you're accustomed to. I'm familiar with this city. I have friends here. I've worked in 12 different places in this city over the course of many years, and I have connections. Like, that means something to me. But letting go of that is what Spirit is nudging you toward. In the near future, we have two cards. Is it only two? Yeah. High Priestess and Chariot reversed. Okay. So while you are finding your alignment with your higher purpose, your intuition is going to be working with you very strongly, your higher self. Let's see. Because you are trying to work out exactly how to go about this. You're like, okay, I'm not stepping into a fairy tale. I don't have a magic wand here. What is the practical way to move forward? And you're going to strongly get the impulse that it's not time to move forward until I've worked that out. Now, what is going to be the indication to move ahead? They gave me the Five of Wands, which talks about conflict or competition. And the Knight of Wands reversed. Oh, interesting. They want you to wait because if you do it now, there would be more conflict or more competition, depending on what's relevant for your unique situation. there would be more people like trying to stop you from doing what you're doing, like laws about travel, or government entities who have policies in place that they're going to be checking, double checking, excluding people from certain countries. It's saying you'll be on pause, charging toward what you want, to avoid the timing that would be problematic. Your surprise energy is the Seven of Swords. You're going to find a workaround, maybe a little bit of a sneaky way to go about getting what you want. I'm getting a very like hush hush, someone saying, listen, like, there's a way that you can do this, but it can't be made public, because if everyone knew, then everyone would want the same treatment, that sort of thing. I'm also getting the sense that when you leave, it's going to come as a surprise to a lot of people that you know. I don't think you are publicizing the fact that you're planning on making this change. You might not have told anyone. Like anyone who doesn't live with you right now, you might just be gone one day and they're like, you live in Australia now? Like, wait, weren't you just like 2 streets away? What happened? Why didn't I hear about this? Your hopes and fears, we have the Page of Wands reversed. This is an extension of the delay that you'll be facing. You don't want to be stuck in the delay, held back from what you want to pursue, what you desire. Following this new, it's not, I don't know, it might be following a new passion. I think you're just excited to get going, excited to start this new chapter of your life, and you don't want anything to deter you from that. You'd prefer not to wait, but you'll wait if necessary. You talk about waiting. The end result is you'll find yourself ready to move forward and expecting for your ship to arrive. If you're traveling by boat, that is a quite literal indication that you'll be at the harbor and you'll have your passage booked, and you'll just be like, okay, any minute now, they're supposed to arrive within the hour, that sort of energy. In a general sense, the Three of Wands is the anticipatory, I've sent my request out to the universe, and I have faith that what I've asked for is coming toward me. It's a progression beyond the energy of the Chariot reversed, Knight of Wands reversed that we have in the near future. That feeling of like not being able to move forward, like wanting to get some momentum behind you and just being on pause. It's a progression beyond that, but it's still waiting. It's like you take the first few steps and then you have to wait for the next thing that's outside of your control to propel your story forward. Show me advice for Capricorn. How can they work with these energies for their highest and best good? One more and I'll take the top one. Five of Pentacles reversed, Ten of Wands. Don't overpack. Don't bring your burdens with you. It's giving me the indication that you might want to bring like everything you own or more than is prudent, and that might cause an issue for you. Either the weight of the objects you're bringing or something in your collection of possessions might cause a hold up at customs. If you can pare back on what you're bringing with you, I would say do that. That's what the advice looks like to me. Capricorn, I hope that helped. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck on your adventure, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.